all you keeping it realers out there. Thanks. Many thanks for you all dropping in once again on this fine Friday morning here on the tropical island of Koh Samui, Thailand. Just going to do a little walk to the beach for a swim, and thought I'd have a little chat with all my subscribers and new viewers out there. Kind of give you the lowdown skinny on what this channel kind of is all about. Kind of explain myself what this whole keeping it real in Thailand philosophy I have. Morning, Gub. Is that what they got? The locals use this trail. You can easily access the temple from here. Cutting right through the jungle. This is part of my running trail too when I'm running. As some of you would know, I came down with dengue in August, just when I was about to start a whole new exercise regime. That kind of was put on the back burner because, man, I initially was ill for a week. Very ill. I mean, really ill. It's the third time I've come down with it. And you're bit by the Aedes something mosquito or something like that. You gotta look for those mosquitoes with the little white stripes on them. Oh, tiger mosquitoes. Yeah, and there's no cure. You can take, people swear by papaya. Take the young papaya leaves and blend them into a juice and drink it. Increases your white blood cells. I tried it, let me tell you. It's a toss between whether you just want to have dengue or drink that stuff. So it's so bitter. Yeah, I suppose you could add sugar to it or whatever, but anyway. So here I am going towards the beach, trying to figure out what to talk about. Well, keeping it real in Thailand philosophy is basically every one of these videos that I've filmed. I'm at 270 of them now. There's no script. There's no... I might think a little bit about what I'm about to do, but usually I like to just pick up the GoPro, head out the door, and just say what's on my mind, or video what's on my mind, or an idea pops in my head, and boom. And I like filming it in chronological order. Many years ago, working on a few Japanese movies in Vancouver, that's how they filmed their movies. Everything was in sequence. It's quite interesting to work on it. They'd do one scene to the next, and exactly as you'd see it on the screen. It was quite the opposite of how we film it in Vancouver. You could film the last scene first and whatever, you know, so on. So anyway, as you can tell, I'm a little winded already because trying to get back into shape. It's been a good full 2 months now. October, I'll be starting again, doing some running, weights, and cycling. But I don't think I'll do the intensity I was doing it before. Try to set a new goal, which we all should have, a little bit of a goal, something to strive for. I'll give you some of the view here. Give you a view of the... Now it's getting hot. Once the gets past 10 o'clock here, 9:30, 10, you get the full brunt of the hot sun. It gets really hot. Let me make this opportunity to give a big, massive warm shout out to my good friend Johnny Brusco back in Arizona, who kindly stepped up to the plate when he found out about my GoPro dilemma. The GoPro 9 went, it just crashed. I took it all apart, checked the motherboard and the main LCD screen, and I couldn't figure out which one it was, and I didn't want to really spend the money to buy an LCD screen and then find out it wasn't it. It's the motherboard. So look at all these parts. I've got all the little screws. These are valuable. Tons of little parts. This is the casing for this battery case, lens cap, motherboard, the display, which was the whole problem. This was not working, so this might be faulty. Or the motherboard. Now that's a good motherboard. This is worth a lot. And it'll be easy to find out just by, you know, I could have just got a new one of these and put it all together, but I'm just impatient. I wanted to check the motherboard. There was a bit of water on it, so it's all apart anyway. So these are all, you know, I can sell the parts. Yeah. But he stepped up to the plate, bought me a massive round of coffees, and if anyone out there watching, you can also help support the channel by buying me a coffee on Buy Me a Coffee. Each cup that you buy is $5, and mainly the proceeds, all the proceeds go to equipment, stickers, and other things, items that need come up. All this definitely costs money. Whew. And that's another thing too, while I'm rambling on here, if I will be selling Keeping It Real in Thailand stickers. Basically all you got to do is buy a couple cups of coffee, and I'll mail you a Keeping It Real in Thailand sticker anywhere in the world. Of course, I've mailed out quite a few so far, and some of my supporters, Gerd and Ramona, they're doing a bit of traveling, and they're going to be posting those stickers in some very exotic places. And I'll put together a video of all that. So would love to have a lot more of you subscribers wherever you are in the world. Let me know. Buy a cup of coffee, and you'll be able to contact me. And you'll be able to contact me through my email and send me your address, and I'll send you a Keeping It Real in Thailand sticker that you can post anywhere. Well, as they say, nothing lasts forever. I've literally watched this building, once a very proud structure, just deteriorate to the point where it's collapsed in on itself now. Foundation is still good. I mean, you could just remove all the roof and a lot of the other stuff and just rebuild. Some of the corners are, perhaps it's just a complete tear down. Concrete does deteriorate too as well. Nothing lasts forever, does it? Well, okay, so, you know, the channel is, like I said, keeping it real. No script, just keeping it real. No over the top. Well, I hope I'm not that over the top. I like to be somewhat animated, but not too much. Hey, Keeping It Realers in Thailand. This has nothing to do with today's events. whatsoever, but just to show you all how the day can end up into a party just like that. And it's a year-end party for Napasai Resort. Great resort. Check it out if you can. The links down below. And they just had their big staff party. It's been really a lot of fun. I play here a little bit, so I've been privy to it. So here we go. Yeah, and that's the kind of day it can be. Keeping it real in Thailand. Anyway, back to what I was talking about earlier. Here we go. Or pretentious, like a lot of pages can be. They act like they're your best friend. Well, I want to be your friends. I appreciate tremendously each and every one of you, and I know there's a core of followers of Keeping It Realers. There's a core, I'd say about I'm getting the impression about 300, between 200 and 300, and I really dedicate a lot of these videos, all the videos, to the core. The core. You're the ones that keep the channel going, flourishing. And one thing I'd like to ask of each and every one of you is to please press that like button after every video. If I can see an uptick in the like buttons in the next several videos I put out, that I know the message is getting through, because that I believe more than anything helps the algorithms on YouTube to get this channel out there. Yeah, I'd like to get it monetized. I mean, it takes the pressure off. Eventually, it's not a lot of money, but brings a little bit in, and it's a goal. It's just a goal. Like I never had aspirations this channel would get into the hundreds of thousands or be like a Mr. Beast. Believe me, no, not gonna happen. But yeah, again, I'm a very loyal person, especially when it comes to friends. I've got friends that can definitely 100% attest to that. If you're watching, leave a comment, let them know. Joe Blair, very loyal, and he is. So, to all you Keeping It reelers out there, big salute. Again, no script. I'm just blabbing along as I go to the beach, talk about stuff, and hope your day is going well, or night, wherever you may be in the world. Some of my friends who are traveling, hey, cool. Love to see your photos and your videos of where you're at. Oh, another thing springs to mind. Going back to my friend, good friend, my brother from another mother, Johnny Brusco. Cross draw Johnny. He's fighting something right now, which is, I don't really want to just do a big tell-all on that. Let's just say he's fighting the big fight, and he's okay, but he's fighting the big fight. And I hope a lot of you out there watching will possibly make a comment down below and say, hey Johnny, rooting for you. Help lift his spirits up a little bit. But I must say, the man's in good spirits for what he's going through. So hey, all you Keeping It Realers in Thailand, how you doing today? It's durian season. Look at the size of this durian. Whoa, it's huge. So all the durian trucks are going crazy all around the island, especially up in the mountains. See, these guys got a massive load of durian, so ready for market. I believe most of it will get sold to the Chinese. I believe most of it will be sold to the Chinese too. So they buy it up. Yum. The stinky durian fruit. But why not? Let's go to the source and see way up in the mountain here where they actually pick the durians off the trees. So let's go. Military checkpoint. Checkpoint Charlie. Just way beyond through. Yeah, you can just go right through. The military base here. Samui reporting center for the military. Oh, more durian. Durian, durian. Lots and lots of durian. Durian. No, 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 no. Quite a few years ago, this whole mountainside washed down to the valley below, and they replaced this section with this bridge. It was a great view at one time. You could see all the way down into the valley, like where all the soil went, but it's all grown back. First level. I can't believe I used to ride my bicycle from the bottom, well, from the house all the way up. What I'm just gonna do on the motorcycle here, on the moped, on the Johnny ride, all the way to the top. Man, it was a slog. I tried doing it a few months back, and I walked all the way up it. It took an hour and a half, no, 2 hours about. It's a slog. I mean, you don't see, the camera won't catch the angle of the mountain, but it is steep. 45 degree angles in some, maybe even higher in some areas. So let's go to the top of the mountain here before my GoPro overheats. Let's go. Keeping it real in Thailand. They concreted all this, sprayed the concrete on there, and they put scuppers. Those little pipes sticking out of there, you can call them scuppers. Look at that, all of them. I guess this was eroding, so that's all concrete sprayed. It's not actual rock. Look at all those scuppers. The water will just come out there. Now, if we were in Wales, this is how fast we'd be going. Hold on here. I am going 20 miles an hour right now. You can see there about 32 kilometers an hour. Yes, we're going the speed that they travel in Wales now. Whee! Wind in my hair. Wow. That's got to be a joke. What's your comments on that? Leave them in the comments down below. 30 kilometers an hour. Look at this. The speed limit, like in Wales. Everyone driving around Wales like this. Unbelievable. Oh, folks. My bike, I could go faster on my bicycle. Now you can see these poles that they have here. Again, to help support all the branches. And of course there's the passing through Naton right in the middle of smack dab in front of the cop shop here, the main police station here on Samui. And doing a little boo through Naton. And of course, one thing I totally love about Thailand all the time, 24/7, is these little mom and pop shops that are everywhere and always open till late. And they bless their souls, they put in long days. 12-hour days is very regular here in Thailand. But they're everywhere. Just here's some examples. Big up. Of course, some bigger ones too. There's the market at night. They're pretty well closed up though. And then the big boys take over. That one's just closing. Look at that. Check it out. And all these little mom and pops. Everywhere. Little noodle stall right here, still open. Look at that. You go in there, you get some noodles. These guys still open. It's about 10 o'clock at night. I'd hate to see these go, because that's the backbone of Thailand. These little shops. These people are making etching out a living. And to me, this is the keeping it real in Thailand. I'd really hate to see that go. It never goes. And here's one of the best shops in all of Thailand you'll ever get. Look at this. It's got a steel cable coming down from a pole here, right through the floor. They never rented this space out for some reason. Go figure. You can hang stuff off that cable. Keeping it real in Thailand. Kind of explain myself what this whole keeping it real in Thailand philosophy I have. Morning, Cap. Is that what you got?